If you enjoyed this audio, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps keep the channel alive. If you want to see more from me, consider subscribing to my Patreon for early and exclusive content. Thank you so much. Yes, of course. There can never be too much gold added to the collection. Just be sure to categorize it correctly this time. My time is rather valuable, and I do not wish to spend it cleaning up your messes. I should hope it doesn't happen again, small one. Now, off with you. I have other matters to attend to. Right, then. The rest of you may follow. There are many things that must be done. Yes, I am well aware of the happenings in Seattle. There is no need to remind me. Unless you have more news. A shadow creature that only 2 people have seen. And it follows a pixie of all things. Well, that's intriguing enough to keep an eye on, though I have a few similar specimens. Keep observing for now. What? Something got into the vault. I thought I told you to enchant it. All right. Show me. Well, isn't this a treat? So this is the little intruder. Strange tools, you say? Ah, lockpicks. No, little one, I will handle this. Take your friends and dispose of these. Now, let's see what you were trying to steal, shall we? Well, that's intriguing. The lost text from the Library of Alexandria. It wasn't easy collecting these, and they surely are not easy to get from me. How you thought you'd be able to open an enchanted chest is beyond me, though I suppose your ambition blinded you. Oh, don't give me that look, dear. Just as your mortal museums are secured, my collection is secured. Not even my fellow archdevils can open what's here. Though there was that one time. Oh, you seem shocked. Did you honestly forget where you were? It's not particularly easy to enter the 9 hells, and even less so to enter my vaults. Oh, of course I have multiple. It's not easy to keep a collection like mine organized, but everything has its place. And yet here we have a mortal, shocked at being in the 9 hells, trying to steal from me. Did your Palace of Learning tell you anything about this place? Surely not. No one but myself and my associates know of the vault's existence. Unless there's some folktale going around. You'll have to tell me if there is. Silence? Odd. Academic types are the most chatty, at least from my experience. There have been many who have offered quite a bit for what I've collected in pursuit of their studies. What good is a collection of knowledge and artifacts if you can't gain more from it? Now, mind you, I'd have been willing to hand over the collection that you were looking for, so long as you had a substantial amount of collateral for it. But you instead chose to attempt to steal it from me. Not only is that abhorrently stupid, but quite rude. I'm a reasonable individual, but that reason has all but vanished after this display of disrespect. However, I am willing to lessen the punishment I have in mind for you in exchange for something. The most valuable thing I collect is knowledge. Knowledge is power, after all, and the more knowledge I have, the more power I gain. And you, my dear academic, are full of knowledge. So in exchange for what you know, I will lessen your suffering. Not that you will have much of a choice in the matter. After all, you are in my domain, and therefore are under my rules. Now, if you don't mind. Ha! So you were aware that you were heading to the 9 hells. You managed to hide your identity as a mage quite well, but perhaps that was my error in attempting to stereotype you. So you were not simply taking the text to study them yourself. Oh, you must have wanted to prove yourself as a mage. Dear, this foolishness has definitely proven something about you. You are impulsive, ambitious, and just the right amount of arrogant to show that you are a liability. After all, who would think stealing from an archdevil is a good idea? Oh, don't be so sullen. There are uses for mortals like you. Your personality is a cocktail of vitality, and the knowledge you have is useful. However, you cannot be allowed outside my vaults. I cannot let the location be known, so I will add you to my collection. So afraid. But what for? Being displayed among the best of the best should be flattering. There are many that have personalities similar to yours, yet you have the perfect combination of each trait. To add to that, your physicality is quite rare for your race. I've never seen that combination before. So yes, having you in my collection would be nice. Plus, it would leave me with peace of mind, so everyone wins. Oh dear. I don't think you realize this, but you don't have a choice in the matter. I cannot let you roam around having seen me and my collection. What a mess that would be. And I cannot let a specimen like you escape my grasp. I'm sure you've heard of the king cursed with the golden touch. Hardly much of a surprise given how greedy he was. However, demonic powers and human souls do not often mix. It was safe to assume how badly it would go. Not that he'd listen to me, of course. Why heed the warnings when you can be the richest man in the world? It will take a while for you to fully solidify. But once you are, you will be a solid gold statue for me to display. Perhaps as a warning to those who dare to steal from the Queen of Greed. Keeping you in a tank is a bit too nice. I'd rather you not get any more ideas. Right then. I've given you enough of my time, so I will leave you to solidify, and I will return to have you displayed. Do try to keep a pretty expression. I know the process is painful for you, but I like my statues to be pretty, and will reverse the process and redo it as many times as it takes to get the perfect pose and expression. So do try to keep your face in check. Ta-ta, my dear, and try not to scream too much. I hope you guys enjoyed this audio. Make sure to check out the original creator of the House Sanguinis series. I will have her linked below. She is a very dear friend of mine and a very creative person. I also want to thank my patrons, JH the German and Tenothil Orimus. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys want to subscribe to my Patreon, it'll be linked down below. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.